getting really, really uncomfortable, inconvenient, embarrassing, having to find a loo wherever I was going, and to the point where it really stopped me from going out. It caused an awful lot of problems, to the point where I really felt I had to do something about it. Most of the time, I was actually worried about going out to anywhere because I needed to find a loo, and it really made you feel irritable, uncomfortable, and in some cases scared, because wherever you went, you just couldn't just find a loo just at the last minute. I would just stay in and not want to go somewhere, and it made you feel really disappointed, depressed, in fact. I didn't explain to my friends actually how I felt when I had the problems before. Sometimes friends make jokes, there's nothing wrong with that, but you weren't always in the right mood. One might think of it being a private thing, and you don't like to discuss it, but the symptoms were there, and it's something which really should be talked about, because I'm sure a lot of people have got this problem. None of this came on suddenly, it just slowly crept on, and it's not until very, very much later that you realise that you've got to do something about it, because your way of life is just not good at all, and you don't realise that at the time. You just feel really moody as well, and it's not much good for your normal lifestyle either. What happened quite often was you desperately needed to go. You had very little warning, and you used to go, and you felt like you really were going to pass a lot of water. Nothing like it at all. It just didn't happen, and it was so uncomfortable, I can't tell you. And then you had to go back again very, very soon afterwards. A strange feeling. It ruled my life. I had a passion of flying. I used to love it. And I was actually forced to give it up. And the most important thing about that was the fact that I didn't feel safe and worried about, if I'm up there flying, what do I do? I was put onto a drug called tamsulosin. I don't think it helped tremendously, because the problem didn't go away. So I had to source something else. I then met a surgeon called Gordon Muir. He recommended the system UroLift for me, and the main reason for that is because I couldn't have the conventional type of operation that was required, because I'm actually on warfarin for life, for something else. And he said this would be the ideal procedure to have. With regards to how I feel now, I would say at least 85% of the symptoms have now gone. Quite easily go wherever I want to, do whatever I want to, and there's no problem at all. And it can well be 3, possibly 4 hours before I get a feeling about wanting to find a loo. I really do feel I've got a new lease of life. I can do things that I would be scared of doing before. I've got a lot more enthusiasm and happiness towards life and what I do now. I've just taken up golf, although I'm very much a junior at it. I can go out there, I can enjoy it, not have to worry about how long I'm there, not having to worry about where's the nearest loo. It has changed my life in every way. I feel a lot happier altogether. My wife's also an awful lot happier with me as well. It's difficult to know how you feel when you've got the problem until you've actually had the procedure done. And at that stage, you then look back and say to yourself, well, why the hell did I not do this beforehand? Life is different, and I would recommend this to absolutely anybody.